All right, guys. So I've just finished up setting up my tent. Yeah, all done. I still need to get some stuff inside, like the inflatable bed and blankets and all of that stuff. But before I do that, I need to set up my gazebo. So I've never actually set up a gazebo before. This is the first time I'll be setting up the gazebo. It's the first time that I'm using it. So I did come across a certain video. It looks quite simple, so I'm just gonna go through that video real quick and see if I can get the gazebo set up. So it's 20 minutes past 4 right now. So I need to set up the gazebo. I need to make dinner, so I need to make sure that I at least start preparing dinner before it gets too dark. I do have lights, fortunately, but yeah, I would like to start up with dinner, just before it gets too dark. So I'm also just gonna give you a quick tour. Maybe after setting up the gazebo, I'll give you guys a quick tour. All right, guys, so I've just finished setting up the gazebo. It wasn't as difficult as I had assumed, so I'm just gonna show you guys. I'm not done unpacking. I've just finished setting up the tent, setting up the gazebo, but I still need to do some unpacking. And yeah, like I said before, that I need to start making dinner. And right now it's 10 minutes past 5. So yeah, let me just take you on a very short tour on how it currently looks. All right, so as you can see, I've got my gazebo setup. So this is definitely my home for the next 3 nights. There we go. Alright guys, so I've just finished moving the table and putting on the lights. So I'm just gonna give you guys a final tour of how my campsite looks like, my home for the next 3 days. So as you can see, I've got my table over here. I've got everything set up. I've got my wood, my pots, and my cooler box, and my charcoal. Obviously that, yeah, just like I said, these are for washing and rinsing, and I'm about to set up my inflatable bed, and the lights. Just show you guys the lights. So this is how the lights are, as you can see. Because yeah, this place is quite dark. Let me just see if I can, yeah. So you see the 3 lights, they're not bad, right? But yeah, this is how it looks. This is my setup. So I make sure, guys, I always make sure that the fact that I'm not home, I make sure that I'm comfortable wherever I am. I need to be comfortable. I need to relax and rest. So this is it, and just gonna take you guys inside. So I have my, I've got a light also inside. Can switch it on off, as you can see. Can change that, and yeah. So what I'm about to do right now is I'm going to inflate my bed, just get me set up inside. Alright guys, so it's almost dark. Well, it is dark, but it's not that bad. So as you can see, I've just finished setting up my bed. Yeah, I think from now I can actually take my time. Yeah, but I think everything is set up for now. Alright guys, so tonight I'm gonna be having sorry about the light, guys. Let me just see without the light. Okay, looks fine without the light. Alright, so tonight I'm gonna be having steak with some just some vegetables. It is a bit frozen. Yeah, I forgot to take it out of the fridge and the cooler box much sooner, so it is a bit frozen. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna make some fire, just chill a bit by the fire while this is defrosting. And then what I'm gonna do right now actually is I'm gonna try and see if I can fetch some water, because I am going to need some water. But yeah, I think other than that, yeah, I'm just gonna make some fire, let the steak defrost a bit, just let it come to temperature, and then I'll get started with preparing a dinner. Alright guys, so I'm gonna be preparing dinner now. So it's 6 minutes past 8. Yeah, I'm gonna start preparing dinner. I would have loved to start preparing it a lot sooner, but unfortunately I wasn't able to do that, which is why it's very much important to arrive very early. Alright, so just like I said, I'm gonna be having steak today, or tonight rather. So this is rum steak. Just gonna clean it up. Right, there's our rum steak. Where's my bin? Alright, so I've got my bin here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry it using paper towel. This is a big steak, guys. I actually underestimated it. It's a huge steak. Just a bit over. Oh, alright guys. So before I forget, I think I should actually start preparing or boiling water for the veggies. So while I'm busy with the steak, what I actually need to do is just gonna rinse this a bit. Alright, so with that rinsed, so what I want to do is just put this in the fire in the meantime. I think that should be enough. So I am super hungry, guys. I haven't had anything to eat today. Like nothing. I think I only ate a banana. So you know what, it's pretty late, so I'm not going to this is too much, but anyway, I'm just gonna dump all this in here, and I'm just going to put a bit of salt there. This is my first aid kit, guys. First aid, very important. So what I want here is my salt. So I'm just going to put I think that should be enough. Alrighty, I think it should be enough water. Just gonna get this closed, and then we're gonna put this on the fire. guys. So I'm gonna continue drying my steak. I think I'm gonna try and just reduce this fat here, guys. I took this knife for granted. It's pretty much sharp because the steak is very thick. So what I'm going to do, just going to put just a small amount of oil. This is the first time that, guys, I've done steak, so if you have any suggestions on how I should try it next time or how I should cook it next time, please do log your comments below. Ready? So I'm gonna put my salt because this is thick, so I'm gonna be generous with the salt. Alright, guys, so normally when I checked out the recipe to do a steak, they just normally just put salt and pepper, but I'm gonna go ahead and just put some spice. Alright, so this is spice. This is, I think this is 6 gram spice. I'm gonna go ahead and just be generous with that, because we are going to lose some of the salt that we've put in, and yeah, obviously some of the spice that we've put in, we are going to lose that. Right, I'm just gonna put a bit of black pepper. Then what I'm gonna do next, guys, so I'm gonna let the steak to rest because it's still very cold at this point. So while the veggies are busy cooking over there, I'm gonna let the steak just to come to temperature. And yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to maybe prepare the garlic. So should have some garlic here. Yeah, maybe, yeah, I think 3 garlic cloves should be fine. See, maybe one more. right? And then I'm just going to also prepare some rosemary leaves. And also I'm also going to cook some corn. Guys, let's go and put these in the pot. Ladies and gentlemen, dinner is served.